Hello dear children, welcome here. This is our science online class and this is our new chapter here, that is chapter number 13, and the name of the chapter is OURRUNIVERSE Universe. This is our new chapter. So welcome here, and I hope you all are well, and of course you all are take caring of yourself as well as your family also. So let's start our chapter here. So what we have to learn here, so we have to learn these 3 points. You can see these 3 points here. The first point is the stars and the sun. This is the first point. Second point, the planets and the solar system. Third point, the sun and the planets. And the last point, the earth. So these 4 points we will cover here. Alright, let's start our chapter. Here I will read the chapter as well as explain the chapter. So you have to listen to me carefully. The vast space that is seen up in the sky is called the universe. What is universe? The vast space that is seen up in the sky is called the universe. It includes all the heavenly bodies. But your heavenly bodies, it means that the things or the object that is very 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 heavy, and we can't imagine about that. Okay, so it includes all the heavenly bodies like the stars, planets, moons, meteoroids and comets. What are these? These all are heavenly bodies. I repeat again, what are heavenly bodies? So heavenly bodies are like stars, planets, moons, meteoroids and comets. Is it clear? Come to the next point, that is the stars and the sun. But all the stars and the sun have their own light. If the object in the space have their own light known as star, so bacho, it means that our sun, the sun is also a star. So you can see this picture here. In this picture you can see there are so many dots. Some are larger, some are smaller. So what are these? These all are twinkling stars. So on a dark clear sky, one can see a large number of twinkling objects. What? Twinkling objects. You can see this and this. What are these? These are the twinkling objects dotting the sky. So what are these? These are the stars. And the stars emit light and heat of their own. Do you know the sun is also a star? Bacho, the sun is also a star. You know why? Because it has their own light. The sun is also a star, but it appear bigger like a football. It appear in the sky bigger like a football as compared the other stars. Bacho, we can't compare these stars to the sun. These stars are very 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 far away from our earth, so that's why they looks like two small objects. Okay, and the sun is too near in comparison to these stars towards the earth. Okay, too near to the earth, so it looks like a bigger football. Because the reason is written here, because it is the nearest star to the earth. Okay, that I taught you here. The sun is also a star. And it's look like a bigger football, and it nearest star to the earth. And the stars are millions of times farther away from the earth. Bacho, the sun is also a star. Actually, this is nearest to the earth. The sun, this is nearest to the earth. So that's why it's look like so big. It's look like so big. But if we talk about the all these stars, those are showing here. So the stars are millions of times farther away from the earth. therefore they appear to us like a dot. You can see these are the dot, you can see these are the dot. What are these all are dot here. Okay, these all are dot like this, you know. What are these are the stars, because these all are very 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 far away. These are so far away from our earth, so that from our earth, so that's why they appear to us like dot, like dots. All right, now come ahead. Okay, our next topic is, where do the stars go during the daytime? Yes, of course, but in the day, have you seen ever the star during the daytime? No. Do you know why? Because the stars are always present. But the stars are always present in the sky, but they are not visible. They are not visible during the daytime, because in the day the sun is brightening. Okay, the sun is brightening. If we talk about the daytime, so in the sky they are not visible. Here we all are talking about the stars. So bacho, the stars are not visible during the daytime. Now come ahead. A large number of stars are seen scattered in the sky. बच्चों scattered it means कि फैल जाना. Okay, scattered. So a large number of stars are seen scattered in the sky, while some of them are found in groups. You can see in these two pictures, in this picture and in this picture, you can see the stars are here in the groups. So a large number of stars are seen scattered in the sky, while some of them are found in groups. You can see the groups of the stars in these two pictures here. All right. The stars forming a group that has a shape similar to some objects is called a constellation. You can see here the two pictures are given. The first picture is great bar. It looks like a deeper used for drinking water in rural areas. And in the second one, Orion. In second one, this is Orion. It gives the shape of a hunter. Gives the shape of a hunter. You can see the shape of this group here. So बच्चों, the group of the stars which looks like some objects known as constellation. Is that clear? So it was about the stars. I hope you all understood well that why we don't see the stars in the day. Okay, because during the day there is so light because of the sun, है ना? Because of the sun there is so light. So in the presence of sun during the day we can't see stars in the sky. Even they are present, but we can't see the star during the day. Is that clear? Now come ahead. Our next topic is the planets and the solar system. बच्चों, the sun and all the 8 planets make together our solar system. Our solar system have one star, and the star is our sun. You can see in the picture. And all the 8 planets moving around the sun. So besides stars, there are some other heavenly bodies. बच्चों, here all the planets those are moving around the sun. In this picture you can see here all the planets those are moving around the sun, known as heavenly bodies, and that look like stars, but they do not have their own light. बच्चों, if the object or if the heavenly body that is present in the space, if it have their own light, so known as star. Just like the sun, sun has its own light, so sun is star. and in the night we see that there are so many stars, there are so many stars, there are so many twinkling stars, because they have their own light. All right. But if we talk about all 8 planets, if we talk about all these 8 planets, so they don't have their own light. Okay, so they don't have their own light, but they are heavenly bodies. But so they simply reflect the sunlight that falls on them. So these heavenly bodies called planets, these heavenly bodies are called planets. Okay, what is planet? Clear here? I repeat again. But the heavenly bodies, those are present in the in our solar system, but they don't have their own light, but they reflect the sunlight. Okay, you can see here they reflect the sunlight that falls on them. So such type of heavenly bodies known as planets. Is that clear? Come ahead. The planets move around the sun along a fixed path. You can see in this picture there are 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circles are here. It means that we have 8 planets in our solar system, and every planet have their own particular path. Okay, own particular path. So the particular path for a particular planet known as orbit. Is that clear? I repeat my point, that is, the planets move around the sun along a fixed path called orbit. The sun and the heavenly bodies which revolve around it form the solar system. Recently I taught you that the sun and all these 8 planets, those are moving around the sun. They make together a solar system, and the gravitational pull between the sun and the heavenly bodies keep them revolving around the sun in a fixed orbit. So it was about the planets and the solar system. Now come ahead. Now our next topic is the sun and the planets. Okay, you can see the picture clearly? All right. So the sun is the nearest star to us. But in the beginning of this chapter I taught you that the nearest star, what is the nearest star? Sun. The sun is the nearest star to us, and it continuously emits huge amount of heat and light. Because of the sunlight we can see all the things those are in surroundings, right? And it is the main source of almost all energy on the earth. If I ask what is the main source of the light and what is the main source of the heat and energy on the earth, so here your answer will be the sun. Is that clear? In fact, the sun is the main source of the heat and light for all planets, not only for the earth. Not only for the earth, it is the source of heat and light for all planets. In fact, the sun is the main source of the heat and light for the all planets. I repeat again, the main source for the light, heat and energy on the earth is sun. But not only for the earth, even for all the planets, the sun is the main source of heat and light for all the planets, right? Now come ahead. Some facts about planets. There are few facts given, so let's see all the points one by one. The first point is the planets move around the sun in a fixed path called orbit, as I taught you here already. Next, the time taken by a planet to complete one movement around the sun is called period of revolution. But period of revolution, it means that if this is a sun, let me draw it again. Suppose if this is a sun, and if we talk about any planet, and the planet is moving around the sun. So when the planet starts from here and when it will complete it one circle, or when it will complete a one round, okay, so this one round known as period of revolution. Okay, I repeat again, the time taken by a planet, the time taken by a planet to complete one movement around the sun is known as period of revolution. Is that clear? Okay. Beside moving around the sun, a planet also moves on its own axis. Own axis, it means that you can see this is the earth and this is the axis of the earth. So the earth is rotating about its own axis. Okay, so beside moving around the sun, a planet also moves on its own axis like a spinning top. This is a top. You can see this is the axis of the top and it is spinning like in this way. It is spinning. Okay, it is spinning. So besides moving around the sun, a planet also moves on its own axis like a spinning top, and the time taken by the planet to complete one movement on its own axis is called its period of rotation. बच्चों, revolution and rotation, I repeat these 2 points again. When any object, or when here we are talking about the planet, so when the planet complete its one movement around the sun, so known as revolution. Okay, but when the planet completes it one movement around its axis, it means that around its axis in this way. Okay, so when the planet to complete one movement on its own axis, focus here on its own axis is called period of rotation. All right, planets also have moons, satellites moving around them. Bachcho, here if I ask what is the satellite for the earth, so do you know what is the answer here? Moon. Okay, bachcho, moon is the natural satellite. Okay, there are 8 planets that move around the sun, and the 8 planets in the order of the distance from the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay, I repeat again, there are 8 planets, as we know that, and these are as follows. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. What are these? These all are our 8 planets. Okay, let's see the picture here. You can see this is small body here. What is this? This is Mercury. Then Venus. Then third one is Earth. Then fourth Mars. Fifth Jupiter. Sixth Saturn. Seventh Uranus. And the last one is Neptune. So what are these? These all are our 8 planets. Okay, so bachcho, here the things that I taught you, you have to read these all things and revise these all things yourself. Now we will meet in the next video with the next content. Okay, the content that is remain here now, so we will continue this chapter in the next lecture. So till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and please take caring of yourself as well as your family. Okay, bye.